Good day, my good people. Welcome to Good Talk. Timmy here. And you know what? It's a beautiful day. I want you to have a beautiful week and enjoy that sunshine. If you don't have it outside, be it within. Always have the sunshine within. All right, and we're going to hop right into our topic today, which is head to heart. Yes, head to heart. So that means what you know, you should show through your heart. So, for example, if you know the Word of God, show it through your heart. Show it by your relationship with God, your relationship with the Word, and being able to live it through your life and through the actions of your heart. So we're going to hop right into our topic, our top 5 for the tool chest as well. So break your tool chest open. Let's go ahead and put these top 5 in so that we can march our way to success this March. Yes, definitely. All right, so starting with number 1, which is know, then do. Yes, know, then do. I know that you've heard the old saying, the mother wit, that if you know better, then you do better. That is how it goes. So if you know what you're supposed to be doing and you know that it's right, you know what is wrong, you should do what is right. And that is a choice that we make. So our heart will show where we are in our head and in our lives, because those actions will come from the heart. So if your heart says to do what's right, you'll do what's right. If it says to do what's wrong, then you'll follow and do what's wrong. So let's hope we all make the right decisions when we get to those situations that allow us to use our heart to lead, with the knowledge from our head as well. All right, and next up is make sure that your heart is speaking your truth. So if your heart is speaking your truth, and like I mentioned, those actions, whatever actions come from the heart, that's going to speak your truth for you. So if you mean well, and then those actions will come out well. If you don't mean well, then the same is true there. They won't come out well, and that will show your truth. Your heart will show your truth. The actions of your heart will show your truth. Next up is maintain a standard. Yes, maintain a standard. So if your standard is to do right by people and to do right by yourself and others as well, then that's what's going to happen. You're going to maintain that standard each and every single time, because just like a branding or company branding, you want to make sure that whatever you represent is representative of the actions that people see coming from you and your heart. So keep that in mind and maintain your standard. Next up is the love. Yes, LOVE. The true meaning of the word is an action. Definitely. I mean, I can tell you I love you all day long, but if I'm willing to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and come get you out of jail, I'd be willing to say that I love you. It's just the action word for me. Love is an action word. We got to use those verbs. We got to get in there and show that we do love. And you can do that by spreading love throughout the world, your seed of love to others, your fellow man, your fellow brother, fellow sister, and take it upon yourself to show love and spread love. Next up is, and also last but not least, is let yourself be used by God. Yes, be used by God. So when it comes down to it, you being used by God, it may not be a comfortable situation, but this is going to give you the synopsis of how you're using your head, which maybe think of it like this: using the Word of God. You learn the Word of God, you learn that book, and then you get to know the author by using your heart. So we get to learn God. We get to know His Word, get to know what He expects of us, and then we get the intimate task of using our heart to show that we heard what He said, we understood, we comprehend, and we can move forward and use those action words to show love to our fellow people. So that by using our heart. So that way we are used by God. And like I mentioned, it may not feel good. It may be uncomfortable at times, but as we maintain that standard of love, we're going to move forward, and we're going to be used by God, which is something that is an honor. like I mentioned, it may not feel good at all times, but it is an honor that God would choose to use you to do a work in this land. So keep that in mind, as well as top 5 for the tool chest. I don't have a story, but I want you to remember that faith without works is dead. So make sure that you have that faith and use it in your works. So continue on and succeed, my good people. And remember this as well. The lion does not walk in the jungle and say that he is a lion, but he will show you, though. And we want to thank you for joining us here today on Good Talk. We'll talk to you next time. The show is brought to you by Honey Butter Media. Inspire, uplift, transform. Welcome to Good Talk.